Hello, everyone. Welcome to my podcast. I am Becky, and I can be found as Becky Burns Gibson on Pinterest, Instagram, and Ravelry. Today, I am wearing the McCall's 7081. I finished it last night, and I will be reviewing this pattern on this podcast. As well, I will be reviewing the necessary clutch wallet pattern. I completed this last week. The fabric that I picked out, I bought at M Bags. There's a bear on the back. And my husband was very impressed with this wallet because there's so many compartments on the inside. So there are card slots. There are 6 on one side and 6 on the other for a total of 12. You have a place right here. This is where I keep my money, right here. And then here we have enough room to put a checkbook and a phone in the center. Then there's a zipper pouch, another compartment, some more, and another compartment here. So that's a lot of storage. I chose gunmetal for the twist clasp. What I learned from making this wallet, number one, I love making wallets, and I can't wait to start making handbags. And what I learned from making this was that I needed to use a bigger needle if I wanted to use Tex 70 thread. I purchased some Tex 70 thread, and I thought that I could use a 116 needle, and that was just a disaster. And you can probably hear the lawnmower in the background. I do apologize for that. So the next time that I make a wallet or a handbag, I will use the Tex 70 thread, and I will try to use a 110 or 120 needle. I'm going to need to make some purchases of 110 and 120 needles. So I just used standard thread in making this, but I think that's really substandard. I really think I should be using a Tex 70 thread on this. But I'm very pleased with this wallet. So on to the McCall's 7081. I tried to make the inside of the garment look as good as the outside of the garment, and it does in many ways. I lined the bodice, and I didn't bag it out. The method I used to line it was to sew the lining to the fabric at 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, and then I was able to treat the lining and the fabric as one piece of fabric as I was sewing. So I did make a few mistakes, and I will go change now, and I'll show you what I would do differently next time. Okay, so I wanted to show you the inside of the dress and talk about some things I would do differently the next time. And I have made these notations on my pattern instructions so that I won't forget the next time that I make the dress. So the collar band, as it is drafted, is not long enough for the neck. So what I will do the next time, I will wait until the garment is put together, and then I will measure the neck. What I had to do this time is, what I'm saying is I would measure the neck and then draft the collar band. I had to get creative with a little bias binding here to finish up the neck. So that's how I corrected that. I did a Hong Kong finish, as you may be able to tell, on all of the seams. Let me show you. See, I did a nice Hong Kong finish on the facings. I did not use the sleeve facings that were drafted with the pattern because I don't like sleeve facings. They just never work for me. So I just use bias binding. And as you can see, the right side of the garment looks nice and neat. So I love this. But the left side where the zipper is, I would do differently the next time. So what I did was, when I sewed together the bodice, I finished the edges with the Hong Kong finish. The same thing when I did the band, and then when I made the skirt, I finished the edges with the Hong Kong finish. So then I install my zipper. So what I will do differently next time, I will leave this entire piece open, and then I will install my zipper. Then I will sew up the seams at the top and the bottom, and then I will finish the edges so that the zipper is not just hanging out there, so that the zipper is enclosed. Zipper edges are enclosed in the bias binding. And then the last thing I will do will be the armholes. So overall, this pattern was a good pattern. It did not talk much about the finishing of the garment and how to finish the garment and what order to do things in if you're finishing the garment. So that was a little lacking. And then the collar not being long enough for the neck. So those were two problems. But I love the dress, and I should have inserted a picture of me wearing the dress. I will make another one. I think the next time that this time I made view A with the skirt for view D. And the next time, I think I may make view B, and I may use some contrasting fabrics for the collar band and the waistband, and then I may put this bottom band on the skirt. I think that will be really pretty. So that's all that's going on with me today. What's going on with you? What are you working on? Leave it in the comments down below. And until next time, bye-bye.